Welcome to YLL. It's your girl Jazz Young, and I'm back with another one. So first and foremost, let me tell y'all, this is Culture Sunday. Okay, not Culture Friday, but Culture Sunday. Uh, Before I start, let me get off with this verse. It says, "He said to them, go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation." That comes from Mark 16, verse 15 in NIV version. It's so crazy that this is the verse of the day because I wasn't coming to chat with y'all. We was just gonna do motivational Monday. I said I'm gonna leave Culture Friday alone. It's Love Day. I wanted to listen to Drake and Ty Dolla Sign album. There's just things I didn't get a chance to do, and I wanted to talk about it. And then I read the Bible verse, the verse of the day, and I just said, you know what, Jazz, you're recording. And whatever you record today is because God wants you to do it. So that is why I'm right here with you guys. I didn't bring no mic. I just got my iPad. So if the sound crazy, it's because I'm using the iPad sound. Blame Jesus, not me, because I was very adamant that this trip to New York was very family oriented, not worried about, business, because this is business for me. This is and pleasure, business and pleasure. That's what this is for me. So I was like, yeah, no, we had a family emergency. I'm focusing on that. I'm not gonna be doing none of this. So I didn't bring none of my material, but it's okay because y'all are still gonna get a recording on this Fine Culture Sunday. And like the Lord said, go into the world and preach the gospel. So I'm gonna preach the gospel to you guys. Please know that none of this stuff, not everything in here will be geared to the Lord. But majority of it, it's just things that I've been having on my chest, and on my mind. So the reason why I didn't come recording y'all with Friday was one, I was just sad. Sometimes you know how you just be down and out and you can't. I don't want to say I was down and out because of Valentine's Day, because I believe that Valentine's Day is for all people. I feel like we make it such a couple day, but I really think Valentine's Day is just love. It's a love day. That's why it's Love Day. You should feel love and real love. And that's just something I always dreamed of. Besides my parents, I always dream to receive real, genuine love. Like the love you give to people, I always wanted to receive that back. So shout out to everybody who always give me the love that I give them. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. If I didn't say happy love day to you guys, happy love day to you guys. It got me a little teary. Ooh. If you know anything about this, is how I know I was down and out. Cause girl, what? I don't no, but it really, love is one of the biggest things about me that I will say I don't understand it and I hate it because like one, I wanna love, okay? So I do wanna be in love. But I always say that it's hard to find love or be in love because, and it's not because you don't love yourself, but I always feel like I'm always missing love. So what I mean by that is, like I just said, I shouted out the people that show me love because I know I'm loved. I know there's people that constantly show me that they love me. If it's checking up on me, if it's me pouring into them and they turn around and say, "Girl, thank you." Like I appreciate that because you always pouring into me when you going through something. Like recognizing what I'm doing, like that's love to me. Spending time with me is love. So shout out to the friends that spend time with me. Shout out to the friends that, give me my opinion on my podcast. That's love. When your people give you the same support or the same genuine loveness that you give them, that's the type of love I always wanted and dreamed of. There are moments where I feel like I have it. I'm like the best with it. And then there are moments where I be like, man, I lack it. And I don't know if it's because there are moments where I don't love myself. But I don't know the last time I ain't loved Jazz. I I might not love how other people view me or see me, but I can't remember the last time I sat down and said, man, I hate me. Okay, y'all see me touching these locks, the skin, it's not flourishing, the hair do look crazy, but it's just like, you gotta love yourself. So that's one of the reasons why I think I was just down and out. Is just like I was in that space in that moment of feeling like I don't have love, even though deep down I know I do. But you just have those that's why you have to understand yourself and be very self-aware, because you're gonna have moments of mind games where your mind is gonna try to play tricks on you, and you have to be able to catch it. And I really feel like that's nothing but spiritual stuff. It's that moment where the spirits get into your mind, the demons, the devil, all that. So you just got to know how to battle it and beat it. And sometimes for me, it's just taking a break and understanding it. So that's one of the reasons why I wasn't going to come into Motivational Monday. But like I said, today's Bible verse got me to come talk to you guys. First and foremost, it's All-Star Weekend. So the All-Star game comes on tonight. I just feel like it's important for us to talk about the skills challenge because I just feel like, Saturday night. I just feel like Saturday night is not as entertaining as ever. So first and foremost, Chris Paul and Wembley trying to just throw the ball, you're trifling. Like, I get it of wanting to have the best time, but then you take away the experience of the fans. My nigga, people are not there to see you just toss the ball. People are there to see you really shoot, really try, really compete. So first and foremost, that is just horrible. I think that them trying to argue their point, no, you try to cheat. You try to get away with stuff, and you try to take the easy way out. And look what happened to you. You didn't read the rules and got disqualified. And I think they was warned. I don't think they should have got a second chance because they should have came thinking about the fans. Because I know some people were like, oh, y'all should have let them perform. Y'all should just let them do it again. No. Because you stepped out telling us how you was going to work. You wasn't going to work hard. And that's also just a lesson that always be prepared to give your best effort. Because you never know when you give lack effort, when you get disqualified from shit, when you missing stuff. That's just lessons in it all. You always give your best effort in situations, even if it seems like you not going to get nothing out of it. Give your best effort. Y'all are all-stars. People wanted to see y'all perform, and y'all gave, oh, we just want to win the pot. We just want to win the money. We just want to win the trophy. Not we really want to give the fans something to look at. Come on, Chris, bro. First of all, Chris Paul, why you even do that? Like, you an old head. Why you even do that? Because you knew you wasn't really trying to do it. Like, you know what I mean? So that I was very disappointed on how they did that. I think the skills challenge just in general was horrible. I like when they had to make the shot. Just giving them 3 shots is horrible. I like when they had to make the shot. I like when they had to do the full court shot. Those things, there should be no reason why that was taken away. The full court shot, the half court shot, and the ability to make the 3-pointer and the free throw, and you had to make it, not you only get 3 balls, bro, cut that, bring it back. Especially since, and then where is the women? I know, the WNBA players got this new unrevealed thing happening, so maybe that's why they couldn't participate. Which is understandable. They trying to keep their money up. I get that. So I definitely miss the WNBA players being part of the All-Star Weekend. But I understand the involvement of that. You got to evolve and grow. And WNBA is growing. It's evolving. It's trying to find its place. You have new teams coming out. So it just makes, you got different franchises being founded. So I get it. However, the half-court shot, we needs it back. We need it back. And them making the shot, we need that back too. Because that is what skills is. If I miss 3 shots, that's not no skill. And then get to go to the next one, that's not skills. Like, no. And then, what happened? First of all, the first pass, why that hole so big? And why is it's just not giving skills. It's giving mediocre skills. It's not giving skills, though. It's not giving real fundamentals on shooting and all that. So I think we should bring those things back. NBA, okay? The 3-point contest. That's always going to do well. I like how they're constantly trying to add new things for 3-point contest. 3-point contest was good. I do think that, what's his name? Hero won, but, is it Bobby? What's his name? I think it's Bobby. Whoever's on the Warriors, bro, he folded. Okay, he folded. I can't remember his name, and I didn't write it down. Buddy Hill. I did write it down. See, y'all, sometimes I'll just be over here. I did write it. Buddy. He folded. It's really given how he came to the NBA. Well, not how he came to the NBA, how he came to the Warriors and had a few games in the bouquet. Buddy just wasn't doing what I needed him to do. Buddy wasn't making no shots. Buddy wasn't making them threes. Buddy folded. And that's what he did during this 3-point contest. Buddy folded. How you hit 31 in the first round and couldn't even get 24 the second? You couldn't even get 24. All you needed was 24. Because all I feel like, it could have been tied and we could have got a whole nother round. You know what I mean? But Tyler Hero, he got warm. He did what he needed to do. He is the only person that improved from the first round to the second round. But yeah, Buddy folded. Buddy folded. But I'm glad to see Hero getting his flowers. You know, Hero, I think, always been a 3-point shooter, even at Miami. I feel like if you need somebody to shoot a three, I will pick Hero to take the shot, to be honest with y'all. So it's just really good to see him getting his flowers, him being part of the All-Star weekend, and then him being the reigning champ for the 3-point contest. Jello Ball, never again. Jello needs performance. Like, Jello needs practice performing. That joint was boring. It was whack. It was trash. They could have gave it somebody else. Let's start there. Another thing, I think that the only reason why he got the opportunity is, of course, because his brothers are in the NBA. I mean, I've said it already. It's good that he got his opportunity to be on the NBA court because obviously they wasn't trying to give it to him for basketball. However, I just feel like it was late. You know what? What people say about Jello when it comes to basketball, like practice and all that, that's what it gave to that performance. It was just like, the performance for me was just like, I got the performance, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to half-ass it. Because that's what I feel like. It was a half-ass performance. I feel like he could have gave more things. He also was trying to control that breath, okay? He was trying to make sure we didn't hear him. He was trying to make sure we didn't hear him. Like, because he was out of breath, okay? He was out of breath. He was definitely not a Kendrick running down the field trying to rap, okay? You on a basketball court and came in. I just feel like there was just so much that I would have been cool with somebody else performing. Personally, it was a popular song, but I just needed more from his performance. I thought that his performance was not ideal. It was lazy, and people used to say he's a lazy athlete. The people say he's a lazy athlete. He's a lazy man too. We seen the drama that's going on with him too, with that. So I mean, lazy just seems like isn't his vocabulary. But because he got money, lazy don't mean nothing. But everything that it seems to appear that what Jello does, what Mr. GB does, in my opinion, is lazy. Everything he does is lazy. I want to see the work. I'm not saying to get there. I think he works hard. But when it's time to showcase his skills, when it's time to showcase the talent, he's lazy with it. Because at the end of the day, I'ma still get a job. It's like I'm lazy and entitled because I don't gotta give y'all my 100%. Cause I'm still gonna get it. Cause I got y'all know who my family is. Y'all you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna get the bread regardless. And I think it kind of hurts people who work hard all the way through. You get them an opportunity, you would have thought that was the last opportunity they would ever get. Jello was like, I'm gonna get enough. I'm gonna perform again. Like, there was nothing to it. So Jello, get better, bro. Like, give the fans more. People, I even say this for myself sometimes. People lack supporting you because they don't really believe you gonna make it or really believe you gonna get things done. And I always say, personally, it's just people sleeping on you. But Jello, everything that you've ever done is always given lazy. From basketball to when you went to UCLA and you out here being a thief and y'all got money. Like, there's just so many different things that I feel like Jello does that is just, and I might be saying his name wrong, but I just feel like he does a lot of different things that are not great. I personally would have loved to see Melo on the court. I thought that Melo should have been part of the 3-point contest, maybe even part of maybe even an All-Star. However, he did not get that opportunity. So yeah, like, lesson for me with Jello, I use it for myself too, is people gonna sleep on you because they don't believe in you because you never showed them what you can do. But here's the other thing though: don't allow that to take motivation away from you. Don't allow that to bring you down, because I've also realized that those same people maybe just don't want to see you win. That's why they don't support you. That's why they put things on you that you don't believe in. But Jello, I believe you can get better. I always felt like Jello was a better basketball player, but he just lazy, in my opinion. That's enough about Jello. I'm getting too passionate about Jello because I just feel like Jello was always the brother. Because I used to watch their show. Melo was annoying. And I just thought that Melo's attitude wouldn't get him to the NBA. Like, I just felt like he had a piss poor attitude. Lonzo was always kind of like the level-headed one. He knew how to act. He knew how to, you know what I mean? Lonzo was the big brother. You know, Jello gave him the middle bro, and Wes Mello gave him the younger bro. But either way, it's good to see the Ball brothers all successful. You know, if you really watch the show as they grow, from Lonzo being at UCLA, if you really watch the show and how dad really believed in his kids and he pushed his kids, that's the type of follow you do need. So shout out to them. They have an amazing family. The dunk contest. Big Mac, not the little Mac McClung, man. Always understands the assignment. It kind of sucks that he said, "Oh, I don't know if I want to keep coming back," but I think it's just because this shit easy to him. Y'all got to start practicing. You know, Mac never comes unprepared. You know what I mean? You can tell he's practicing these type of dunks constantly, not just for this. Like this is what he does, and I feel like this is what made him famous anyway. Is this, and now that he's getting opportunities to really play the game that he loves, it's really dope. But Mr. Mac, bro, come back. But I think that like maybe Mac needs to be the dunk coach. Like maybe Mac needs to be the one to be like, all right, I'm gonna give y'all 10 dunks. Y'all need to. I'm gonna give y'all 30 dunks. Y'all need to pick one of these 30 dunks. I swear, because he always come in and understand the assignments. He's always giving us a dunk. And guess what he's doing, y'all? He's making it on the first try. You know what I mean? He's making it on the first try. He's making it happen on the first try. Hey, so Mac, come back again, man. I love the dunk. I think my favorite dunk from him last night, I think it was the double dunk because it was kind of cool that the ball, basically the boy who was holding the ball was spinning. So it's like the double, he had to jump over him, get that. So I like that one better. I thought that was my favorite one. They all did give a little similarities. However, Mac always understands the assignment, and that's why he's a three-peat, and that's a Miami Heat thing. But that's why he got his three-peat, and I mean, he definitely can come back for the four. But hopefully we can see Ja and them. Like, Ja did say he make me want to come dunk. We would love to see you. We would love to see you, my boy. You know, we tired of seeing y'all do these crazy dunks in game, but then don't want to come during the All-Star weekend and give the fans something to look at. Come on, Ja. We want to see you, Ja. Come on, Ja. We want to... Ja, we trying to see you. So, I'm looking forward to the All-Star weekend, All-Star game tonight. I like how they did it. I still don't understand if it was East and West. They keep saying it's East and West, but people was able... TNT drafted their players. So I'm just confused how it was East and West. But I would love for us to go back to literally East versus West. Like, not this draft. No, East versus West. You let the fans pick the starters, and then you let the coaches and the players pick the reserves. Boom. That's what I like. That's what I like. We need to get back to that. NBA, y'all got to get back to some originality, some things that was normal. You know, I know y'all trying to shake it up and evolve and grow, but baby, it's not working. In some areas, it's just not working. So y'all need to stop. In other news, enough of the sports talk for me. It's political. It's political. So, you know, culture, I don't think we really understand the things that are happening, right? I know I always joke, and my mom's been getting on me, but I've been joking like, yo, like, this doesn't revolve around me. And she's like, you got to stop having that thing. And I'm like, okay, I got to find a different way of saying it. Because I don't mean that because it doesn't affect me in this moment, that I don't care about it. It's just that it doesn't affect me, so I'm not stressing. However, I think it's important for us to always communicate and tell people what's going on. So, President Musk. Yes, you heard it. I said President Musk. That's one of the things we have to pay attention to is the fact that, yes, Donald is sitting in a chair, but Musk is the puppet. He's moving things around. He's making things happen. So that's why I say President Musk. If you didn't watch, I mean, it was very popular over the week how Musk did a press conference in the Oval Office. A lot of people was not just talking about how he had his child, right? This is where I sit back and say, how are you a billionaire, but then you brought your son to the Oval Office? You don't have a babysitter. You don't have a nanny. And it's like, well, you don't have these things, and you should. You know, so then it's like, so for Musk, I just feel like President Musk at that, he's just out here doing his best thing. He living his best life. But if it was like a woman or if it was somebody black and they bought their child, it would have been a problem. But we could have had a little X out there telling President Trump that he's not the president and need to go away. That's okay. Like, no, culture, we have to pay attention and we have to see the true problem in America. And then, y'all, I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. So as I was saying, President Musk, we gotta really pay attention to him. Some of the things that he's doing. One is the firing. All this firing stuff is starting to get crazy. I know that, like I said, we don't work for the government. However, for example, right? For example, he fired the people that works on what is it? The nuclear, nuclear. Thank you. Because I'm about to say nuclear is when we all die, if it hits, right? He fired them people that manage it, looks at it, keeps it, make sure we ain't being hit by nuclears, making sure our nuclears are okay. He fired them people. He fired the people that was in charge of that. That's what I mean by firing. That does affect us because that affects us because, Mom, you want to be part of it? Because I know. All right, so stay over there. I know. Thank you for the nuclear part because I couldn't figure out the word. But with how that affects us is the fact that we could have gotten hit by the nuclear and we'd have been blindsided. Now, of course, we'd have all been dead, so we would have cared. However, that is not a way we should be living life. And then because he fired them, guess what he had to do? He had to rehire them. But he didn't know where they were at. So he had to. So if you go really read on it, they fired them. Then they had to go find them again because once you get fired with the United States government, they lose contact with you. You lose contact with them. So now they have to go search and find up and down. Go to Facebook, Instagram, use Meta. He might have tried to use the Treasury information. You never know what he's gonna try to do. But they had to rehire them, and that's not being talked about. Did y'all even know he fired the nuclear people? No. Why? Because that's not what's talking about. What we talking about is simple stuff of all the things that he's doing, from the transgender to, they firing all these government workers, not even realizing what government workers they are firing. And then we got to come back to, we got to find them. We got to look for them. That's why you should be giving people an opportunity. First of all, that's why you shouldn't be in there, okay? Let's start there. Elon is not American. I still say that. I feel like if you're going to be doing American business, you need to be from America. How are we deporting people, but then letting, he might be legal, but letting a person that's not from here, an immigrant, control our country? That makes no sense. So, culture, just be aware of President Musk and what he's doing. Be aware of the people that he is firing. Do y'all know these people that are being appointed? These people that are being appointed and being confirmed by the Congress. Do y'all realize? I still don't say, I don't understand how they gave that lady who got a good relationship with Putin or used to have a relationship with Putin. She might not have it now, but she used to. They friends. They still friends. We all got that moment where we be mad at our friends once in a while, but that's still the homie. They call, I'ma still look out. She's like that. I really believe that. So, culture, we gotta stop. I personally, in my opinion, we gotta stop taking in so much of what the media says and actually go to the government website, go to the White House website and read the executive orders that's happening. See who's being fired. Don't just take out, I think the nuclear thing really got me because I didn't know that. Because my family, that's all they be talking about all day is politics. So they're the ones who taught me. And I was like, wait, so we could have been bombed and been dead? And it's that easy, yes. I also think that, like my mom keeps saying, we worried about everything else, but eggs is $12, $36. Just imagine what food is gonna do, right? Apparently eggs is a necessity. I don't really eat eggs, but eggs, bread, milk, the things that y'all people who got SNAP, those are the things y'all gonna get. Y'all not even gonna get a SNAP card no more because they did Robert Kennedy, right? The junior. They didn't confirmed him. And he don't like SNAP. He thinks SNAP should be snapped from American government. So, y'all, we're going to be just getting water for the people that use the SNAP. We're just going to be getting water, cheese, milk, bread, and eggs. However, eggs right now is $12. $10, $18, depending on what state you in. Eggs are constantly going to grow. That's what we need to be talking about. Like, for people that voted for him, for Donald, because eggs was $4, y'all, eggs ain't $4 no more. The 6-pack is $4. But if you want a dozen of eggs, you got to pay at least $8, $10. That is not okay. Those are things we need to be worried about, things we need to be paying attention to. I will say, though, I like, another thing that costs us a lot of money that it's not being talked about. Donald coming to the Super Bowl. It costs about roughly, let's say, $180,000 an hour for Air Force One to fly. It's $180,000 an hour. To get to New Orleans from DC is about what, 2.5, 3 hours? We looking past $500,000 for him to just fly to the Super Bowl and only stay for half of the time. And then a Super Bowl ticket is roughly what, $6,500? He had a good 10 people at the Super Bowl with him. That's our money, y'all. That's the taxpayer money. That what? Donald over here just spending willy-nilly. So we're so worried about, even Musk is getting contracts, but yet he's supposed to be getting rid of contracts. But he keep getting contracts for Tesla. Pay attention, culture. We have to be aware of what's going on. The things that is happening, we got to be aware of. But little things like the money that's being spent, we're paying for that. Y'all, we was trying to save money and we spending more money. And there's no into it. There's no into this thing. We're not even a month in. And I feel like we've been doing this for 3 years already. Like, he not up yet. And then it's like Congress. Would y'all do anything? I do like how Mitch, the little old man that we used to not like, but he's very against all this. He's been voting against everybody that's been coming up. He's been on the Democratic side. So y'all, we just gotta get better, y'all. We gotta get better. We see the corruption right in front of our eyes. So what is it that we gotta do? I personally would say the revolution needs to be televised. I love Martin Luther King, but I think we need to take Malcolm X approach. That's just my opinion. I think that we need to take Malcolm X approach and just be aware of that, though, because they're going to kill us. However, some lives might have to be lost for us to start making a difference. I don't know. That's just my idea. With that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. I didn't really have much on my mind. I will be talking about the Wendy Williams as it gets more details. But as we know, she did sign an affidavit to get rid of her guardianship. So hopefully that works out for her, because we just want Wendy to be free. With that, though, I'll keep that updated on my calendar. I'll catch y'all tomorrow for Motivational Monday. I don't know how I'm going to motivate y'all, but I'll figure it out. With that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. Bye. Peace.